because y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
But he can agree in case it happens.
Right. I got it.
How many outs has he been given and that he just refuses to take?
I mean, I kind of respect it. You know,
Don't be taking
like,
outs, man.
Doughboy strikes me as a guy that's like getting beat to a bloody pulp and like he's like missing teeth and he's like, you hit like a bitch. Like, you know, it's like
I take my bullshit to the end.
Okay.
I was gonna go all the way with it.
I don't think he would duck the fight, but I think that once he realized that the fight might duck him, I feel like he was a little bit relieved.
Yeah, you're like Israel.
This is a clip where y'all say that Adam said that Spoetyface had ham and cheese on him.
You're just a little opportunistic.
The contracts have been signed, so if they move my opponent, I just got to fight somebody else. So we'll figure it out.
Wow,
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
What do you feel about, because you came in here, you had a lot of camaraderie with Spoety, you've developed,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You felt like he was a great guy. That's why you even wanted to spar with him podcast-wise and in the ring. What do you feel about Adam running him off?
For the record, J Hood ran him off.
But that was an agent of Wack, which is agent of you.
I mean, that's the narrative that people are running with. But for the record, I asked Spoetyface if he was cool with J Hood.
Shut up.
Coming on the pod.
Hey guys. Where's your pads and stuff? But nigga, I know you're not walking through my house with cleats on. Yeah. Don't do that. Y'all crazy.
Odd, and he said yes. And I didn't know that them having a disagreement about Wack was going to result in them basically challenging each other to a fight, which didn't happen because Spoetyface went and got something out of his car as opposed to actually engaging in a fight.
And that
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Adam22 with the snitch work. Damn, Adams with an S? Why you say that, Adams with an S? You tripping, Adams with an S?
that's a Wack narrative that you've been running with too, because we don't have any proof of that other than Wack saying that.
Well, I've been told that by various people,
J Hood and Wack,
including people who won't say it on camera.
Are you serious?
I don't know about that.
Okay, wait.
What?
That's not up for debate.
Wait, so J Hood snitched? Damn, J Hood, they already telling, damn, fool. They already saying you a snitch. And then you went and snitched to Adam? That nigga Moose Man just threw it out there. J Hood and Wack. Damn, bro. That's crazy. And only J Hood would know. Nobody else would know. Sheesh.
I think that is up for debate. That's straight from Wack and J Hood. That is absolutely
that's
up for
coming from
debate.
people I've talked to, and that's coming from the person who has access to the cameras.
But they said that when they tucked off, they went around the corner.
I got cameras up and down this whole block.
Yeah, I'm
All
not
right,
buying
wait,
that. That's a Wack and J Hood narrative. We're not believing that as fact right off the bat.
We did see.
Okay.
How come in that moment you didn't say like, hey, yo, nah. Like, I'm not cool with that.
Who am I to tell two big menacing Crips that they're not allowed to go shoot the friendly? Now, if
You're the CEO.
But see, here's the thing. When it was Wack and Moose Man, they couldn't shoot the friendly. Hey, it's only cool when you niggas is destroying each other. It's only cool when you niggas are destroying each other, bro. I hope y'all catching what he putting down. Because when Wack wanted to squabbly wobbly drop it like it's hot, man. When all that kind of stuff happened, shit.
Okay, but what,
you could have made that
They
call.
want to leave the building. I told them don't do it in my parking lot. They said, okay, we're going to go down the street.
Crips enforcing officers.
If I knew that one of them was going to take it to the level of going and get the whoop-de-whoop, then I would have been more concerned. But if they wanted to just go have a little like friendly in the parking lot, I mean, that's not really my problem, right? I didn't think it was that big a deal.
But it didn't seem like
Damn, Adam. Jeez. They're never going to stop calling J Hood a snitch after this. Never. Hold on. I got to call the homie real quick. Hold on. Let's see if this nigga answers.
Hello.
You watching my live?
I have to leave the room. I'm putting my son to sleep right now.
Oh boy, why they just said this? I'm on live right now, but why they just said this
I
nigga?
know, because you said what? I didn't get up out the leave. What happened?
Nigga, you called it, fool. They ain't gonna never stop calling J Hood a snitch. They just said on no jumper, J Hood and Wack saying Spoetyface up the whoop.
What?
They said Wack and J Hood saying that Spoetyface up the whoop on a little bullshit. Yeah, he said he up the shit on him. And they said, yeah, J Hood said it. I said, damn, the homie called it. He ain't gonna never stop calling. He ain't gonna never stop calling that nigga a snitch. Nah. I'm gonna hit you when I get off this shit. They ain't finna never stop calling this nigga a snitch. J Hood forever gonna be called a snitch. God damn it, J Hood. Why would you?
Spoety's energy was matching that. It was definitely a J Hood energy. It was a Wack, defending Wack energy. It came from J Hood from the beginning of the podcast. You could tell.
But if you watch it, it's like Spoetyface was saying things to J Hood that were like essentially like designed to get it to the. But like when you say, "Hey, that's a PC move," especially to someone who has had controversy on the internet because they were on a yard that is not like a PC yard, but a 50-50 yard. I mean, you don't really like say that to somebody like J
Adam let that shit slide for the sake of content. He for sure break up everything else.
Hood without expecting that it's going to go there. Right?
No, I understand that, but people are kind of misplacing that because that's after J Hood said we could squabble.
They both
that's
escalated.
After, that's after J Hood, and then Spoety's like, "Oh, you doing this kind of?" He felt like he was cloud chasing. That's why he said the PC comment. I feel like, and then that escalated even further. But J Hood had already said we could squabble. You know, after the pod, we could squabble.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, hey, it was just as surprising to me as everybody. Everybody thinks I have like divine knowledge of how these things.
Notice how Adam is trying to push away Moose Man's conversation and shove Moose Man's conversation to the side. But Moose Man's giving real resistance, and he is, in fact, giving us some news with you and some knowledge you ain't getting nobody's college, because any other situation is inappropriate, and you fight for this, you fight here, then you're automatically fired, and you can never come back, and blah, blah, blah this, and blah, blah, blah that. Nigga, what happened here?
Things are going to play out. And in reality, I thought that J Hood was just going to be a good addition to the pod. And I thought, notably, when I had Munchie and J Hood on the podcast together, I talked about how I thought that it was important that I get them on the same page. I didn't know that there was going to be any potential for conflict between Spoetyface and J Hood. And I didn't know that the Wack thing was going to be the thing that like was so serious that they would feel the need to go handle each other out in the parking lot.
But you don't feel any responsibility for you being the person that headed the Wack conversation and kind of brought up the things. So Spoety was.
Hell no, he don't feel. Come on now. Come on now. Hell no, he don't feel responsible. It's Adam22.
Saying any gay stuff. You're like, Spoety's always saying Wack's gay. And then that sparked the conversation that led to the fight.
mean, like, I don't understand how me bringing up a person that one of them likes and one of them doesn't like is like, why would I think that that would lead to them fighting?
Yeah, I don't think it would. But if I'd said that and I didn't think that would lead to them fighting and it did, I feel like I would have a responsibility to diffuse a situation.
No. I don't think that the responsibility comes in there. That's why I asked Adam why he didn't stop it the way that you stopped the altercation happening between Moose and Wack.
You're supposed to jump in front of Spoety
you
like
basically
that.
said that you just, because you don't want violence at the building. So even though these are two established Crips, reputables from their hood, you feel like you shouldn't insert yourself in their problems. You are the boss of this building, which gives you the right to say, nah, like this is a violence-free space, even friendlies.
I could have tried. I
could have tried, but I didn't, because I don't care about you ninjas. Y'all gotta stop. I keep telling y'all gotta stop looking for empathy from your oppressors. You gotta stop looking for empathy from your oppressor.
Said like, no, please don't go fight. But ultimately, like, if they want to leave the building and go fight, it's kind of like out of my hands, right?
Right.
Yeah, I just don't think it's.
I just in that moment would have liked you to see you be like, nah, bro, like I'm not cool with that. Because
well, if I knew that Spoetyface was going to go and get the whoopty wop, then I would have probably said that. But I thought that they were going to do something that was a little bit more chill. When I found out that Spoetyface was, I guess, not into the whole fair fight thing, that's what kind of
Adam's just gonna keep saying this shit, ain't he? You gonna just like keep hammering it in, ain't you? Goodness gracious, my boy. Adam22. What it do? Like, what's up with you? What's up with you, 22? Like, god damn. You trying to make sure, man. Now this is why they be calling you the police. This is snitching. This right here, this is direct telling. Like direct telling. Like, Adams. Like, it's a lot of things you be doing, and people be looking at you crazy. And this right here, what's up? What's up, you brother? There's too many of us. Face us. You trying to find what's going on. Golly.
Blew my mind later on when I realized that, like, oh, I thought they were about to shoot a fair one. Turns out Spoetyface just wanted to shoot somebody.
Bro! What's up with you? Sorry. Whoa. You gotta chill out, small fry. You gotta, man. Nah, this is snitching. This is snitching. This is snitching. Just like ODM was auditioning. So JB7. So you can see that this is snitching, just like you can see the audition. ODM Slim was auditioning for the Snitch show. We all understand each other for sure.
Also, though, how could it be
I don't
a fair
believe
one
that.
if they don't?
You seriously don't believe that?
I really don't believe that at
That's
all.
crazy.
Just because it came from Wack100 J Hood first, and then now
You
it's
really
like
think
from
J
the.
Hood would lie about that?
Damn, J Hood. They're never gonna stop calling you a snitch, bro. They never gonna stop calling you a snitch. This is sick. This is sick, bro. This is sick. J Hood, are you serious, brother? Golly, we expect this out of Wack, but man, they're never gonna stop calling you a snitch.
I don't know. I really don't
the
know.
only person who has an incentive to lie about it.
But it just doesn't really make sense. Like, why would he go outside, even agree to go outside, if he was just gonna go to the car and get a weapon?
So no punches were thrown. Is that confirmed that nobody got hit?
I personally, I think punches were thrown because I don't understand how J Hood had an egg on his head and how Spoetyface's glasses disappeared. But I think like Spoetyface and J Hood, basically, I know that they got on the phone and agreed to not discuss what happened outside. So that's why I think it's confusing to people and they don't feel like they're getting the full story because they came to an agreement between each other to not tell the full story. But along,
Like, what if they came to that agreement and now here you are talking about things that never happened because there were no firearms? Goodness gracious, my guy. Golly, Adam. Yeah, Adams, you bad peoples, Adams. You bad peoples, man. They got you some bad peoples, bro. You some bad peoples. Some bad peoples.
on the way, various people have kind of leaked the full story. So
Yeah,
I feel like I have an understanding of what happened, even though even tomorrow, I don't think J Hood's going to sit there and like give everybody the juicy details that they probably want, you know?
Man, but you already said that J Hood is snitched on Spoetyface. Like, bro. So now we know that J Hood will be there tomorrow. Today's Monday. J Hood will be there tomorrow. That's a Tuesday show. So J Hood has officially joined the Tuesday show. Damn, J Hood, you went out like that. Damn. You went out like that, bro. That's disgusting. J Hood, you tripping.
It's just still not fair because Spoety doesn't have a whack up here that's going to pretty much tell the story. But in J Hood's favor, he's told me and showed me text messages conveying that J Hood fired on Spoety and Spoety pretty much ducked it and then went and got the blammy or clutched the blammy. That's what he was trying to portray to me. I just don't want it to be like a thing where Spoety has a whack guy on the pod that's able to challenge to a fight when Spoety will never have a guy on the Adam and Wack show that's going to be checking whack disrespect and being like, I'm standing on the Spoety hill. We could go outside, you know?
To be fair, like J Hood, his attitude on it is like that he's really, really new to the internet because he was gone for so long.
For sure.
You know, Spoetyface says like I was in prison, but J Hood was in prison like much more recently. And J Hood, like,
Nah. Well, by recently, by way of like months, nigga. Spoetyface just got out of jail. Spoetyface ain't been out of jail a year. Spoetyface has not been out of jail a year. So even if it's J Hood, he's been out longer. It's no crazy ass, amount of time, fools. By way of months. By way of months. Spoetyface has been out longer than J Hood. It's not like no super ridiculous barbonicles amount of time. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. It's everything to do with, they're both new to this internet space, has everything to do with they're both new to this content creation space, and it has everything to do with J Hood is snitching on Spoetyface, and that's weird behavior. If this is what they're saying is true, this is weird behavior. This is weird behavior. This is weird behavior. It's your big homie on a 50-50 yard approved. It's your big homie on a 50-50 yard approved. Moose Man spitting. He's making a good point. Let's get back to it.
put into perspective of how green to the internet he is, he was like, damn, I had no idea that so many people hated Unk.
Oh yeah, I seen
Talking
that.
about
text.
I see that.
That
yeah, he's gonna have a
shows-
lot of fades.
That shows a level of greenness when it comes to the No Jumper fan base and the internet overall that is like, damn, like he thought that this was something that it wasn't, because I mean, all of us know that the Wack hatred is a tidal wave. I've only seen it get worse since he started doing a podcast on No Jumper, you know. So the fact that J Hood was in any way surprised by that was kind of like, oh, I should assume that you might not know things that I would assume that everybody would know when it comes to the internet, because all of us knew that Wack has, you know, a massive
J Hood knew. He don't care.
army of people who hate him.
Yeah, and that would show that he's kind of moving as a genuine person, like not even really knowing what's going on and still riding for Wack. I get that. I just, you know, I don't want to see fools just challenging each other to fights up here, you know.
Yeah,
we can do better than that.
I think
Spoety is a good addition to No Jumper. I don't want that to. J Hood is also
J-Hood
a good
as well,
addition.
yeah.
We would be at the strongest.
I doubt that Spoetyface is ever going to get back on No Jumper after this flammery, this skullduggery, and this level of larceny.
We had both of them, you know.
it is kind of funny though, because it's funny seeing the fan base act as if they're so heartbroken that Spoetyface is not on the podcast anymore, when I feel like he might be one of the most complained about No Jumper hosts ever.
I think that's how it goes here.
You know, it's like, and then as soon as he's gone, it's kind of like, God, we loved him. We're not going to be able to watch this podcast without him. You know, I do kind of have a hard time taking it serious. I do think like the Munchie thing is kind of the more mind-blowing exit, just because
that one is less understandable for me.
It is. It's hard to fathom that.
It's
Right.
hard to fathom that somebody who I've already exposed being on camera more than once with a firearm, and I kicked him, but now I want to leave my show. But with that all being said, y'all know how I go. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Chat, we up out of here for the night, man. We are gone.
Hey, Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Wack100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Wack100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apologetics. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Bought it like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Bought it like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Wow. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missing with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.